KANPAI. I want to talk about my favorite sport, which is sumo. It's now the November Grand Sumo Tournament. I'm just going to use the English terms for everything today. I'm going to do a few sumo videos, I hope. But if not, I just hope that I entice you to watch sumo because it is a fun sport. It's pretty much the only spectator sport that I follow at this point. And I've been doing it for a year and a half. Actually, I visited Japan back in 1994, and I watched sumo then, and I watched sumo for a little while, but at the time, of course, we didn't have streaming video, so I couldn't keep up with sumo back then. But now it's really easy. So here's why I love sumo. First off, it doesn't take a lot of time to keep up with it. The Grand Sumo Tournament is only every other month, so at the odd-numbered months, it's November, so we got a sumo tournament. The next one will be January. And I'm going to show you here, this is a ranking list, so you can see November 2019, and I will provide the links for all of these. Fred Pinkerton makes these what's called a Banzuke, so it's basically a ranking. So we have our July, our September, and now November. You can see the results for each of the tournaments. And what I love is he does these these ranking graphs. So green means they went up in rank, and red means, well, okay, they stayed or they went down in rank. So that's good to know. It's very simple. There are no weight classes in sumo. I love that, and I will talk about that in a future video. So Kakuryu is at the top. However, Kakuryu withdrew from this month's tournament, and that does happen. There are a lot of injuries. Imagine this every other month, and these are really big guys, because I'm going to show one sumo match from a video. So I'm going to provide a few links for the beginner, and as I said, I'm just going to speak English terms. Yes, it says Banzuke. Obviously, this is a Japanese sport. There are Japanese terms all over the place. I'm not going to try to do a translation of like Yokozuna and Ozeki. Yokozuna is the highest ranking. These are the rankings. So you see Yokozuna, Ozeki, Sekiwaki, Komusubi, and then you have M1 through M16, which is Maegashira. But you don't need to know this. So the way sumo works, they're up in a ring, and as I said, I'll show you one match. And you either get the guy outside of the ring, or you get a body part other than his feet touching the ground. Okay, it's pretty simple. That's what I like about it. No complicated rules. So let me provide you with a few resources to the complete newbie. I highly recommend Jason's All Sumo channel on YouTube. I subscribe to him, as you can see, and he will have a playlist for each of the tournaments. So we see 2019 November Grand Sumo Tournament, and he always has an introductory video. So here is the deal. He starts these a week before the tournament starts, and it's not true. Kakuryu withdrew right before the first day of the tournament. This does often happen due to injuries, and because it was so late, the person he was scheduled to be up against basically gets a free match. So that does happen. It's disappointing when it does, but it does happen quite a bit. These are big guys who are up against each other. In any case, Jason provides some explanation of where the lay of the land is when he does each individual day. He usually breaks it up in individual matches. You can tell he's an American. He lives and works in Japan, and he teaches. So on certain days, because of his teaching, he actually has to just do highlight videos and can't do individual matches. That's okay. I always watch his stuff first, and then I switch over to Natto Sumo. So what Natto Sumo does, and you can see the Sumo Kyushu Basho, so this is the November Basho. 2019, day 1, November 10th, Makuchi, etc. So I'm going to play a little bit of his video again. I'm only doing short. I mean, this is not just because of copyright issues, but I do not want to, steal their thunder. So here we go. I'm just going to do the very beginning and one match. Okay. So, okay, boomers. Nice to get this whole thing started yet again. So every edited, he takes the feed, and I don't know if he's editing it or he's receiving it, the NHK feed of the tournament. Actually, I'm not quite sure because I'm not in Japan, so I don't know how it goes. So I'm going to go to a particular match. So what Natto Sumo does, and again, I don't know how much he edits these down. He does provide some annotations to the match, so I know he adds that aspect. You'll see that little animation of a referee in the bottom, and sometimes there's comments, but usually you'll see with this match. So here, this is why I like it. First off, you see every match, then we get a whole bunch of stats and that kind of thing. So on the left is Daishomaru. On the right is Waka Takakage. Jeremy, do you want to come here and say Waka Takakage? Come here.
Waka Takakage.
Waka Takakage.
Yeah.
Waka Takakage.
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 Waka Waka Waka.
Waka Waka Waka.
Waka Takakage.
Waka Takakage.
Waka Takakage.
Waka Takakage.
Okay. Waka Takakage.
Waka Takakage.
Okay. Thank you, Bubba. So you get a variety of stats on this display. Some of them I know, some of them I have no clue. Record 2-2, so this means when these two wrestlers have been up against each other before, he won twice, and the one on the left won twice, and the one on the right won twice. So they have an even record. Some of the times you'll see that they've never been up against each other. That's not unusual. Underneath their names, you'll see their rank. So Maegashira 15 and Maegashira 16, that's their ranking. I don't know what PRM5, PRM16, well, I mean, okay, I actually have no clue. Maybe that means their peak rank before. That's what I'm guessing. Daishomaru had been up at Maegashira 5, and Waka Takakage is actually kind of a new entrant at Maegashira 16. We have their height, their weight, and their age. And so you can see there is quite a difference in their weight. Daishomaru is 351 pounds, and Waka Takakage is 276 pounds. And I will do other matches later so that you can see some really different sizes. So let's do this match. And I'm going to remove the audio if I can, because I want you to go watch the video for yourself, and I will link the video. That's a false start. So, yep, you get false starts in sumo, just like any other kind of sport. So you see those lines, they're going to have to put their, you'll see, they'll put their hands down, their knuckles down to start. So on. Waka Takakage has this down. And you'll see it's like, and he got pushed out the ring. So Waka Takakage won. So you'll see, I'll just go back down here. And this is why I like, come on. Okay, so this is why I like Natto Sumo. Some of these, I see every single, and he edits it, or maybe that's the live feed, so that it's under a half hour, all of the matches. Immediately, you're told who won, because you see that the ref is pointing his fan to the side who won, and he also says the method used to win. So in this way, I guess it's push out of the ring. There is a term for every single method. The last tournament, someone did something so unique, they had no word for it. That was very, very funny when that happened. So this is like, I like Natto Sumo, but again, it goes by very fast. There are details you might miss, so that's why Jason is good to go with. So, hey, why don't you join? And Jason has a contest that for different groupings you say who has the higher score, and he has a whole scoring thing. It gives you some interest. Follow along with Sumo and me. My favorite wrestlers right now are Hakuho and Inho, and so I will try to do different videos, one about Hakuho and one about Inho. And I like them for different reasons. Anyway, KANPAI, and I hope you enjoy sumo as much as I do.